Today we'll start, that is what is the conditions of equilibrium. All of you know that what is the equilibrium equation. The basic rule in structural analysis is the use of equilibrium equations, which states that the structure or part of it remain in the stationary position. If the entire structure is considered, the reaction from the support and the loads on the structure should be in static equilibrium. So the equation of static equilibrium are, so these are the equation of static equilibrium. The summation of all the forces along any axis is your 0. Summation of Fx is your 0. Summation of Fy is 0. And summation of Fz is your equal to 0. Means the summation of the forces along the x-axis is equal to 0. This is summation of the forces along y-axis is your equal to 0. This is summation of forces along z-axis is your equal to 0. Then the second three equation will summation of all the moments about any axis is 0. Summation of all the moments about any axis is 0. So this is summation of mx is your equal to 0 means what is the meaning of this? The summation of all the moments about x-axis. This is your about x-axis. Summation of all the moments about x-axis is your equal to 0. This is summation of moment about y-axis is your equal to 0. And this is summation of moment about z-axis is your equal to 0. So these are the 6 static equilibrium equations. So here for plane frame subjected to in-plane external forces. When in two-dimensional structure that you are having x and y axis, and when the structure is present and the load is also acting along the two-dimensional system, so only 3 equations are sufficient for static equilibrium. 3 equations are sufficient. A two-dimensional system, only 3 equations are sufficient. So what are that equation? Summation of Fx is equal to 0. You have to take the sum of the forces along x-axis is 0. Sum of the forces along y-axis is 0. Then the moment, sum of the moment about z-axis is equal to 0. So these 3 equations are sufficient for static equilibrium in the case of two-dimensional system. And here space frame subjected to external forces. For 3-dimensional system, that is having x and y and z axis, 3 axis in 3-dimensional system. For static equilibrium, you need 6 equations. Summation of Fx is 0, summation of Fy is equal to 0, and summation of Fz is equal to 0. And also summation of mx is 0, summation of my 0, and summation of mz is equal to 0. So you have to know, you have to carefully remember. So for two-dimensional, 3 equation is your required sufficient for static equilibrium, and for 3-dimensional structure, so these 6 equations are sufficient for static equilibrium. Then you have to know what is the compatibility conditions. The compatibility condition means requirement of continuity. So in any structure, there should be the continuity between the joints, that before deformation and after deformation. The member meeting at a joint will continue to meet at the same joint even after deformation takes place. Now you are clear? Just before deformation and after deformation, at any joint, if there is the number of member meets at a joint, so what is the before deformation and after deformation, that should be remain same. Means will continue to meet. Means you see, before deformation there is 2 members meet at a joint. So after deformation also, so that should be happen. So that 2 members meet at a similar joint. So the continuity will be takes place. So the member meeting at a joint will continue to meet at the same joint even after deformation takes place. Now you are clear? So this is the first compatibility condition. Then the second one is your at a rigid joint, the angle between any two members remain the same. So this is already I explained you in rigid joint. So the angle between the any two members remains same just before deformation and after deformation. Before and after deformation, the angle between the two members remains same. In the case of rigid joint, the compatibility condition will help in formulating additional equations. So this will be help. The compatibility conditions help in formulating the additional equations. Then you have to know what is the simple and compound systems. A determinate structure is called a simple structure if it is made up of a single system. If it is made up of a single system, so this is here called the means the structure should be determinate, and if this is your simple structure, so it is your single system. If a system is to be split into a number of systems, which may then be analyzed with the equation of equilibrium alone, the system is termed as a compound system. If there is a two, if the system is, you can split into number of systems, and then you can analyze with the equation of equilibrium alone. The system is termed as a compound system. The compound system which may be analyzed by using the equation of equilibrium only after splitting into two simple beams. So after splitting into two simple beams or two simple systems, the compound system may be analyzed by using the equation of static equilibrium. Equilibrium equation. Then coming to the what is determinant and indeterminate structure. You have to know what is determinant and what is indeterminate structure. What is determinant? What do you mean by determinate structure? What do you mean by determinate structure? Here you see, if all the reaction of the structures can be found from the equation of static alone, the structure is known as statically determinate. So this is beam. You know this is beam. This is your simply supported beam. So this support is your hinge support, and this support is roller support. Hinge support and roller support. So you know at the hinge support there is your two reaction, two horizontal and here two reaction component, and at roller support there is your reaction that is perpendicular to the roller base. So you know what is the static equilibrium equations in the case of two-dimensional structure. So in two-dimensional structure there is your three static equilibrium equation. Summation of fx is equal to 0, summation of fy is equal to 0, and the summation of mz is equal to 0. Then all the reactions components of the structure, all the reaction, here 2, here 1, 3. All the reaction of the structure can be found from the static equilibrium equation. Can be found from the static equilibrium equations. Then the structure is called statically determinate. Here called the statically determinate. Then so this is simply supported beam example. So what is statically indeterminate? Determinate means you can find out the reaction of the structure using the static equilibrium equation. But what is statically indeterminate? So here cannot be found from the equation of static equilibrium equation. That is here called the statically indeterminate. Indeterminate you can't find out using the static equilibrium equation. Means that the reaction component is more than the static equilibrium equation, because you have only three static equilibrium equations You have only three static equilibrium equations: summation of fx is 0, summation of fy is 0, and summation of mz is equal to 0. But here you see, here there is your, because this is hinge support, 2 reaction. This is roller support, 1 reaction. This is roller support, 1 reaction. So total how many reactions are here? Total how many reactions? 4 reactions. But you have 3 static equilibrium equations. So this case, you can't find out all reaction components using the static equilibrium equation. So this is your called the statical indeterminate. This is your statical indeterminate, or this structure is called, or this beam is your called the statically indeterminate beam. So statically indeterminate structures are those structures which cannot be analyzed with the help of equation of static equilibrium alone. The number of, so in this case, the number of unknowns greater than the number of independent equations derived from the condition of static equilibrium. Already I told you. Number of unknowns means these are the number of unknowns. 4 reaction, these are the unknowns. But you have 3 equilibrium equations. So the number of unknown is greater than the number of static equilibrium equation. The number of additional equations necessary for the solution of the problem is known as degree of static indeterminacy. So what is degree of static indeterminacy? Or this is also called the degree of redundancy. Degree of static indeterminacy, or this is also called the degree of redundancy. The number of additional equations necessary for the solution of the problem. Means you see here there is your 4 unknowns. 4 unknowns, 2, 3, 4, and 3 static equilibrium equations. 1 unknown is your greater, more than the number of static equilibrium equations. So you need 1 more equations to find out the reaction components, because 3 equations you know, already you have 3 equations, but here 4 unknowns, so you need another 1 equation. If the number of equation and the number of reaction is equal, then you can easily determine it. But here 4 unknowns, 4 reactions, but you have 3 equilibrium equations. So you can't find out, so you need 1 more equations. This 1 more equation is called the degree of static indeterminacy. So you need that extra equation. So this extra equation you need, so that is called the degree of static indeterminacy. Means the number of reaction minus 3, because you have 3 static equation, the number of reaction minus 3, because this is R is equal to 4 and minus 3. So R minus 3, 4 minus 3, 1. So 1, the additional equation 1. So this is called the degree of static indeterminacy, or you can also say degree of redundancy. The number of additional equations necessary for the solution of the problem is known as degree of static indeterminacy or the degree of redundancy. The indeterminacy of a structure may either be external, internal, or both. So this is the indeterminacy is either external, internal, or both. So this case, this is only external. In the case of beam, this is your external reaction. But in the case of frame, maybe rigid jointed frame or maybe pin jointed frame, so you have to find out the internal indeterminacy, and you have to consider that case internal and external and both. So the indeterminacy of a structure may either be external, internal, or both. So there is 2 types of indeterminacy. One is your degree of external indeterminacy. So already I have discussed here. This is your external indeterminacy. Then degree of internal indeterminacy. So the degree of external indeterminacy you can denote by D subscript SC subscript. Static degree of static external indeterminacy. Degree of static external indeterminacy. and this is your degree of static internal indeterminacy. This degree of static external and degree of static internal indeterminacy. So what is the total degree of static indeterminacy? So this is your equal to ds. You can denote ds subscript s. Degree of static indeterminacy is your equal to dsc plus dsi. Degree of static external indeterminacy plus degree of static internal indeterminacy is equal to the degree of static indeterminacy. So you can find out separately what is degree of static external and internal indeterminacy. Then you can find out the total degree of static indeterminacy of any structure. Then what is external indeterminacy? The external indeterminacy is related to the support system of the structure. Support system of the structure. This is your external indeterminacy. Support system means the reaction components. You have to consider the reaction component. So this is your support system. This is your support system of the structure, where it is resting, where the structure is resting, and what is the reaction is your coming on the structure. So that you have to consider in the case of external indeterminacy. The external indeterminacy is related to the support system of the structure. If the number of independent reaction components is more than the available equation, the structure is externally indeterminate. Already I told you, if the number of independent reaction component is more than the available equations, the structure is called externally indeterminate. Indeterminate structure. So this is your externally, this may be externally indeterminate or internally indeterminate. So in the case of externally indeterminate, if the number of independent reaction component is more than the available equation. The number of that previous example, the number of reaction component was 4 and the available equation is your 3. So this is your externally indeterminate. So externally indeterminate. So that externally indeterminate to how many degree? 1 degree. Because you need one more equation to solve the problem. Means the degree of static external indeterminacy is equal to 1. Because the number of reaction 4 and the number of available equation is 3. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So this is the degree of static external indeterminacy, DSC. DSC. Here you see. Degree of external indeterminacy for a plane structure. For plane structure. This is plane structure. This is plane structure. So here this is your fixed end and this is roller end, roller support. This is your fixed support. So you know at the fixed support there is 3 reaction components. One vertical, horizontal and one moment. 3 reaction. And at the roller support only one reaction component. This is, or you take this is one continuous beam. So here hinge support, roller, roller. So 2 reaction and roller 1. So here the degree of, what is the degree of external indeterminacy? So this case, what is the degree of external indeterminacy? And this case, what is the degree of external indeterminacy? This case you see there is your how many reaction? 4 reaction. In the case of, in the figure A, there is your 4 reaction. So 4 minus 3, so is equal to 1. So the degree of external static indeterminacy is equal to 1 in the case of figure A. And here also, how many reaction component? 4 reaction component. So 4 minus 3, ds is equal to 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So here also the degree of external static indeterminacy is equal to 1. Here you see this is one fixed beam. You know what is fixed beam. So in fixed beam, so both ends of the beams are fixed. So this end is your fixed and this end is also fixed. So you know at the fixed end, How many reaction component? 3 reaction: horizontal reaction, vertical reaction, and the moment. Here also fixed horizontal, vertical, and the moment. So here total number of reaction component is your 6. So what is the degree of static indeterminacy? DSC is your equal to R minus 3. So R is your 6 minus 3. So this is your equal to 3. So this case the degree of external static indeterminacy is your equal to 3. And here you see this is the frame. This is your portal frame. So this is the vertical member of the portal frame, and this is the horizontal member of the portal frame. These are the loading acting, and this is the base support. So here this support is your fixed support, and here this support is also fixed support. You know that at the fixed support there is your 3 reaction component: vertical reaction, horizontal reaction, and one moment. Here also vertical, horizontal reaction, also one moment. So how many total reactions? 6 total reaction. And how many number of equations, static equilibrium equations is available? 3. So what is the degree of external static indeterminacy? DSC is equal to 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. So this case the degree of external static indeterminacy is 3. This case also 3. Already I have calculated here. Figure A, R minus 3, 4 minus 3, 1. Figure B, R minus 3, 4 minus 3, 1. Figure C, R minus 3, 6 minus 3, 3. Figure D, R minus 3, 6 minus 3, 3. This is your 4 figure. A, B, C, D. So this is for the plane frame. Then degree of external indeterminacy for space structure. So you also know for the space structure. So in the case of space structure, so this is 3-dimensional structure. So for the space structure for the 3-dimensional system, so how many static equilibrium equations are needed? 6. You know 6. Summation of fx is 0, summation of fy 0, and summation of fz 0. Then summation of mx 0, summation of my 0, and summation of mz 0. 6 equation is your required. So here the degree of static external indeterminacy is equal to R minus 6. R is your total number of reaction components, and 6 is your the number of static equilibrium equations available. So 6 available, but the total number of reaction components. So this difference is the degree of external static indeterminacy of a space structure. Then coming to the internal indeterminacy. So here you see, first we'll discuss for pin jointed frame. Pin jointed. Already you know what is pin jointed frame and what is rigid jointed frame. So in pin jointed frame, the members meets at the end by means of pin. This is your pin. So that's why this is called the pin jointed connection or pin jointed frame. A pin jointed frame is statically determined internally if it has just the minimum number of members required to preserve its geometry. So how many members are required to preserve the geometry of the statically determinate structure? Because here you see, this is first you consider this triangle. First you consider this triangle. So in this triangle, there is 3 members. This is first member, second member, and third member. And these 3 members meets at the end or connected at the end by means of 3 pin joint. By means of 3 pin joint. So this is your statically determinate structure. When three members connected at the end by means of three joint, three pin, so this is your statically determinate. Means a simple triangular frame is the statically determinate. If you want to join another two member, to this triangular frame, these two member, so you need another one joint. To connect these two members to the original frame. If you want to join another two member, this and this, you need another one joint to make it a statically determinate structure. So here you see, considering that there are J joints in a pin jointed plane frame, three members are required to connect the first three joints. Three members required connect to first three joints. Then two more members are required for connecting each additional joint. Two more members required for each additional joint. For each additional joint, two more members required. To the triangular frame already formed. The number of members required to connect the remaining J-3 joints is 2J-3. The number of members required to connect the remaining J-3 joints. Because here you see, this is the original determinate structure. 3 member, 3 joint. And the number of members required to connect each additional joint is equal to 2J-3. Number of members required per additional joint, because J is the total number of joints and the 3 joint, this is the determinate structure, 3 joint, so J-3, so additional joint is your 1. Here you see additional joint is J-3 means 4 minus 3, 1, so 1 into 2, 2, so 2 members is required to make it the determinate structure. And the total number of members in a pin jointed plane frame with the J joints is given by the equation. So M dash member is required to make it the statically determinate. M dash is equal to J-3. This is the additional members required plus 3 members, plus these 3 members. And for this extra joint, you need an additional 2 members. So 2 into J-3 plus 3. So after solving this one, 2J minus 6 plus 3. So this becomes 2J minus 3. So M dash is equal to 2J minus 3. If this criteria is satisfied, then the structure is your statically determinate internally. If this criteria is satisfied, M dash is equal to 2J minus 3, then the structure is your statically determinate. Internal statically determinate. This one, a pin jointed frame is statically determined internally if it has just the minimum number of members required to preserve its joint. So this is the minimum number of members required to preserve the geometry. So this is 2J minus 3. J joint is your, how many joint here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 into 4, 8 minus 3. So how many members coming here? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So M dash is your 5 and the joint is your 4. If you put here 4, 2 into 4, 8 minus 3, 5. So here you are getting 5 members. So 5 members are required to make the structure is your internally statically determinate. In the case of pin jointed frame. In the case of pin jointed plane frame, the total number of members required in pin jointed plane frame with J joint is M dash is equal to J minus 3. So this is called statically determinate. And a pin jointed plane frame is statically indeterminate internally if the number of members is more than 2J minus 3. If M is greater than 2J minus 3, if the number of members is greater than 2J minus 3, so this is your statically indeterminate internally. Statically indeterminate internally. then if the number of members is less than 2j minus 3, if the number of members is less than 2j minus 3, m less than 2j minus 3, so this is your internally unstable or deficient structure. So here, so you can find out the degree of static internal indeterminacy DSI is equal to m minus 2j minus 3. So here you can find out, so what is the degree of static internal indeterminacy? M minus 2j minus 3. What is the m value? Then what is the 2j minus 3 value? So after deduction of this m minus 2j minus 3, so we'll find out the degree of static internal indeterminacy. So this is here, this case, internally unstable or deficient case. So we'll get that negative value because the m is your less than 2j minus 3. So this is your less than this one. If this is your 4 and this is your 3, so less. If this is your m is your 3 and the 2j minus 3 is your 4. 3, 4. And 3 minus 4 is your minus 1. Here you will get the negative value. If you are getting negative, means this is your internally unstable or deficient. If you are getting greater value, greater than 1, here less than 1, negative, here positive value, this is your statically indeterminate internally. If this is your 0, if m minus 2j minus 3 is equal to 0, means this is your determinate structure. Statically internal determinate structure. So using this formula, you can find out the degree of static internal indeterminacy. DSI is equal to m minus 2j minus 3. So this structure, internally statically indeterminate structure. This is your internally statically indeterminate structure. Here you see this is plain truss. This is plain truss. So here you see internally. This is the formula. What is the formula? M minus 2j minus 3. M is your number of members. J is the number of joints. So here how many members? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 member, 5, 6. Total 6 members because this 4 joint. This is one pin joint. This is another pin joint. This is one joint. This is your 4 joint. So joint is your 4 and number of member is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Member is your 6 and joint is your 4. So just to put this value here, M is your 6 minus joint is your 4. 2 into 4 minus 3. 2 into 4. 2 into 4, 8 minus 3, 5. 8 minus 3, 5. And this M is your 6. 6 minus 5. Here the degree of static internal indeterminacy is equal to 1. Because in any indeterminate structure, you can find out the degree of static internal indeterminacy. But in the case of determinate structure, the degree of static indeterminacy is equal to 0. But in the case of statically indeterminate structure, you have to find out this M and you have to find out J. Then after putting this value here, show what is the number. So this is the degree of static internal indeterminacy. So this is your internal statically indeterminate structure. So now I'll stop here.